So you just bought a Tesla or you're about to. Either way, congratulations, they take no gas, they have almost no maintenance, but there are some costs that do come with these cars that most people overlook or just don't consider. And some of these costs are small, but some are not so small, so I wanted to make this video and go over some of these to help you hopefully financially plan for them. So in no particular order, let's start with the first one I have here, and that is registration. You probably thought that no emissions, you'll save both the planet and your wallet, and the DMV said, yeah, that's cute. There are some states, luckily not Nevada yet, but some states charge extra for registration for a Tesla just because it's an EV. They literally call it the EV tax. And although Nevada does not yet have this, Nevada is still one of, if not the worst state to register your car in, at least when it comes to price. So if we ever do get this, it'll suck pretty bad. Now the second cost I want to mention are the software upgrades. Think like the full self-driving or the premium connectivity, or on the long range models, even the acceleration boost as an option. So in short, the car that you bought is not the car that you could have. On all-wheel drive Model 3 and Model Ys, you can pay $2,000 to unlock what Tesla calls acceleration boost, which will make your car go about a half a second faster in a 0 to 60. And that may seem silly to be locked behind a paid software upgrade, and I get that, but to play devil's advocate, to make any other like gas car go half a second 0 to 60 faster usually takes a lot more maintenance and probably costs more than $2,000. You also have the option to purchase premium connectivity, which is $10 a month or $100 a year. So yes, you can listen to Spotify or watch YouTube or any of your music or video streaming services right from your Tesla through their apps, but you have to pay. And of course we have full self-driving supervised, which is currently $100 a month, or you have the option to purchase it for $8,000 for the lifetime of your car. Currently with FSD supervised, you still have to pay attention, but if the unsupervised version eventually rolls out, that's when you can just sit behind your wheel or in your back seat, I guess, and just read a book, take a nap, be on your phone, and let your Tesla drive it for you. And for me, I don't know about you, but that is absolutely worth the money when that is the case. Now, third on my list, I want to mention the cabin air filters, one of Tesla's very few maintenance items. Tesla recommends replacing these every 2 years, but if you're in a hotter climate where you use the AC a lot, it may be more like every year. Or if you're like me and live in Las Vegas, it might be more like every month. I'm just kidding. Every year is about appropriate. My car does not stink, I promise. The good news is that they're not that expensive. They're only about $30 on Amazon, and they're not that hard to DIY. I promise you, I'm not very handy and I did it, so if I could do it, you definitely can do it. And if it's been about a year or two and you're not sure if it's time to replace them, trust me, you'll know. When you turn the AC on in your car and you get that vinegar or wet sock kind of smell, which sounds gross, it lasts for a few seconds, but if that happens, it's not you, it's your air filters. Maybe. Now, number 4 on my list, I want to mention the windshield cracks. I've had 3 Teslas and only one has had a windshield crack. That's either 1 in 3 odds or just bad luck from tailgating these gravel trucks that apparently are freaking everywhere here in Las Vegas. But if you scroll on Reddit or any Tesla forum, you'd think that every Tesla windshield is made of like really cheap glass. Now, the good news here is that Tesla, as of recently, offers what they call a windshield protection plan. For the Model 3 or the Model Y, it is a $12 monthly subscription that you can subscribe to protect your windshield. So if you do drive a lot, or if you're like me and just have bad luck sometimes, this might be a good idea for you. But do note the subscription does require you to take your Tesla into a service center for an inspection, just so they can make sure there's no pre-existing cracks or any damage like that. Now, number 5, next on my list, I have the necessary accessories, or as I coin them, the necessaries. Things like floor mats, center console trays, screen protectors, you're gonna need the basics, and for some reason, Tesla doesn't come with these, so we have to call them accessories and buy them on our own. But then there's also what I would call accessory addiction. And it's a real thing. There are a ton of different companies making a ton of accessories for any kind of Tesla. Before you know it, you'll be like me and have a fridge that fits in your sub-trunk and a full-on mattress for your camping trips that you take like once every 2 years. And by the way, if you are like me, I got a link down below for everything that I own, including the fridge and the mattress. But if you don't want to spend money, don't check that out. Don't scroll down below and don't click that link, and don't use any of my discount codes to save you like 25% on anything you want. Number 6, I got it included on here, although for me it doesn't really apply, but I want to mention insurance. Insurance rates are typically higher for Teslas than other cars. At least that's what I'm told. I'll explain. But like any other car, get some different quotes. I've seen some quotes from some insurance companies that are absolutely insane for Teslas. But what you may not know is that if your state offers it, you can actually insure your Tesla through Tesla Insurance. That's right, Tesla offers their own insurance, and in most cases, it can actually save you quite a bit of money. So I have Tesla Insurance, and long story short, they monitor your driving habits and they give you what they call a safety score. And the better you drive, the higher your safety score, and the higher your safety score, the lower your monthly premium. For my Model 3, I have full coverage, and here's my safety score, and I drive pretty normally. It's not hard to score pretty high, and here is what I pay per month for my insurance. I don't think that's that bad, but you'll hear some people say they have gotten quotes for like $500, $600, or $700 a month just to insure their Tesla, which is insane. So my advice, instead of trusting them and instead of trusting me, even though I'm showing you my real numbers, go ahead and get some quotes for yourself. Now, number 7, I want to mention Supercharging because it may be a little more expensive than you think. Supercharging was never free unless you bought a Tesla during a promotion where they offered that, and they still do sometimes, so keep an eye out for that. But for most of us, it was never free, but it was a lot cheaper than gas, or at least it used to be. Nowadays, yes, it is still cheaper than gas, but honestly, not by that much. Now, it's hard to compare exactly to a gas car. It's kilowatt hours versus gallons of gas, but ask any Tesla owner and they'll tell you over the last few years, the prices of supercharging have slowly been going up. And last on my list, number 8 here, I want to mention home charging with an asterisk that says if you have a time of use electricity rate and you charge during peak hours. Now this one might be a bit of a stretch, I understand, because even if you charge during peak hours, you'll still probably pay less than gas. But when it comes to home charging, yes, the haters are right. Your electricity bill will go up. But no, don't panic, it won't go up by any higher than what you would be paying for gas. Home charging to this day is still one of the best reasons to buy a Tesla or any EV for that matter. You can get a full battery for really cheap and leave your home with a full battery if you wanted to every single day. And the cool thing with this is the Tesla app can show you exactly how much you're spending at home charging and with supercharging. So for example, some people spend $40 a week on gas by filling up, and to be honest, I don't think I spend $40 a month in electricity. And you can actually set charge times in your Tesla via the app or the Tesla menu, so no matter when your car is plugged in, it'll only charge between the hours that you set it to charge at. And that right there is my list of 8 costs that a lot of new Tesla owners or soon-to-be Tesla owners may overlook or not even think about. So hopefully this video helped you plan for some of these costs. If I missed something, please let me know in the comments down below. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.